Okay, so basically what a pescatarian is basically like a vegetarian, but we eat seafood, meaning shrimp, crabs, salmon, tuna, shrimp, things like that. So that's what a pescatarian is. Not all of us eat crab, shrimp, for certain reasons. You may be allergic to shellfish and whatnot, but that's basically what a pescatarian is. Now, one of the reasons, well, I won't say one of the reasons because I have many reasons why I became a pescatarian, but one of the reasons that I started converting over to this diet was the way that they were being killed. I was researching a lot about animals and how they're treated and how they're, fed and kept and groomed and things like that for us to be eating, and it's terrible. It is disgusting. It's gross. And, I briefly knew that they were using hormones. It's all over TV. I knew that they were treating animals bad 5 months ago, but 6 months ago, I was eating a burger and I did not care. So I actually looked into it, and, there's a lot of wrong with it. There's animals that are given hormones to grow faster. In the US alone, in a year, 108 billion animals are killed for us to eat. 108 billion. You can't even imagine how much that is. There's not even a billion people in the United States. So for us to eat that much food in a year, we're not even on a high scale of 1 million people. I mean, we have 1 million people is what I'm saying, but we're not 100 million people. We're not that high. So I never understood how there's so little people and there's so much food, as in cattle. So, not just cattle alone. There are seafood, but I'll get into that a little bit later. But Americans eat that much food in a whole entire year. That's just us alone. I know that Americans are one of the, we're the most obese people in the world. So I was thinking, that's one of the contributors to why we're so fat. I mean, you have a $2 McChicken, or, they're a dollar. They're a dollar. The dollar McChicken from McDonald's, and the salads there are like $7. Like, of course a person's gonna get that fatty burger instead of a salad, and it just doesn't make sense. That's sad that animals cost less than fruits. A life costs less than fruit. It never clicked in my head as to how that made any sense at all. So you have the hormones, you have how they kill them. They kill them so inhumane. They literally slit their throats and just let them bleed. So I feel like animals should be killed in a humane way. I know they're not human, but I feel as humans, we put criminals away that have, killed and raped people. We give them the injection. We give them an easy way out, but we can't do that with our own food that we're going to eat. I mean, I understand that you can't put certain chemicals in food because we do ingest it, but I feel that there is a better way of killing them, which is called kosher, if you didn't know. But that is a way to kill the animals better, but a lot of companies don't go with that method. So I have the videos on the animal cruelty. I have the hormones that are given to them, which make them grow at rapid rates. And they're so big, their bodies can't hold them up. So a lot of those chickens, for example, are lying on the ground. Literally, their whole entire lives, all they know is pain because their bodies are growing quicker than what they're supposed to. So you have those two, and then you have the way that they kill them. And then, what other reasons did I have? Let me look really quick. So let me see. Another reason. Oh, okay. I made a template. But anyway, another reason why I decided not to become a pescatarian. The reason why I decided to become a pescatarian is because I did more research on the human body and how we're made up. And humans aren't even made to eat meat. I mean, if you can look at our teeth, and we have canines, but if you look at a lion or a dog, their teeth aren't like ours. They were made for meat. They're sharper than ours are. We're not carnivores. We're supposed to eat fruits, vegetables, and nuts and things like that. We weren't made to eat meat in the first place. And I also found it weird how we don't have to cook fruit, we don't have to cook vegetables, we don't have to cook nuts, but in order for humans to ingest those foods, meat, is what I'm talking about, we have to cook it. Because if we ate it raw, like how dogs and lions do, where our bodies can't process that, they can potentially kill us because of the diseases that they carry. So that's another thing that, that clicked in my head that said, this probably isn't right. I mean, we're not even created to eat it. I mean, I will say that it is good tasting wise, but it's not healthy for us. So I get asked a lot about what do you eat? And you know what? It's easier than you think once you get into the gist of things, because when I stopped like that. I completely just said the next day I am not eating any meat. I mean, I had cut out chicken, birds way before, because my family used to cook chicken all the time. So I had just, said whatever with that. But I just one day said, you know what, I'm not going to eat it. And I didn't have a plan. So of course it was pretty hard for me to adjust to not eating meat anymore. But now that I know what's out there and I educated myself on the foods that I can eat, it's gotten a lot easier for me. I mean, there's a lot of dishes out there that I actually enjoy, such as in the Indian culture, a lot of them don't eat meat. They're vegetarian. So, I've had Indian dishes before, but now a lot of my practices when it comes to my diet is based on the Indian culture and what they eat. Since I do incorporate fish into my diet, I eat like pastas and stuff like that, and I bake it, and I do eat fried fish still every once in a while. So, it's easier than you think. I mean, you still have to figure out how you're going to get your daily protein in. And I do take supplements. I do drink spinach smoothie, almonds, spinach, and some like protein supplement. The shakes that bodybuilders drink and stuff. I use that too. That has protein. And I eat. I don't drink milk. Regular milk like cow milk. I don't drink any of that. I do eat cheese. So that's kind of like a little slip up, but I do eat cheese, but I'll drink almond milk and coconut milk and things like that especially almond for my protein supplement instead of, meat. So I basically have the same diet as regular people. I just don't eat any meat. I just have other things to replace it. So you can have spaghetti still. I can still have, Alfredo, just no chicken. I still can eat everything the same. It's just figuring out where I'm going to get my protein source from. So that's the harder part about this diet, is figuring that out. Okay, so some of the places that I shop for the diet that I have 3 favorite stores that I just absolutely love. They offer so many types of foods and options that you can get, and they're right around your corner. I mean, you see Walmarts and Sam's Clubs all over the place, and when you're starting to change your diet, you're going to be looking for other places to get your foods, because you'll realize that your typical grocery store isn't going to have the things to offer you. The variety of things that they can offer aren't going to be geared towards you. They're more geared to other people's diets, such as meat. So if you're more on like the vegetarian side, which is a little harder than being a pescatarian due to the reason of us still eating meat, fish. So, it's a little harder to find with stores, but my 3 all-time favorite stores to go to My number one is Sprouts. A lot of people aren't familiar with that store. They'll drive past it and think it's a plant store or something, but it is one of the best stores ever. If you're trying to change your diet, there are people in there that'll help you find things that you'll probably like and that you'll also get your daily value nutrition from. And I will say that I just recently found, this is something, but this is on the side. Anyway, I found this really good salami. It's vegan salami, but it tastes just like salami. Like, they have foods in there that are meatless that taste like meat. So if you're still craving that taste, you can find things that taste like it, but it isn't, meat. So that's my number one store. They don't sell only, foods and things like that. They sell, soaps and gluten-free things, and a lot of family-owned businesses or small businesses sell their products in that store. So it's great to experiment, instead of big corporation things like Cheerios. I mean, that is a good company to eat, buy and eat. It's good for you, but that's like the example I'm trying to give is, a large company compared to like a mom and pop type of, so you're open to more options, more availability to you, so you're not limited on things that you can try. So Sprouts is my number one place, my number one go-to for just about everything. Now, my second favorite place, I get a lot of my cereals from, I don't really get my vegetables from here too much, but a lot of my cereals, a lot of my Indian food, and my soaps and my lotions. I even use natural lotion, like no scented aloe vera lotion, things like that. Is Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is one of my second favorite stores. They have a lot of products there that can gear towards the diet that you're looking for, even if it's not one of the diets, that I am, pescatarian, vegetarian, vegan. If you just want to be healthy in general, they have a lot of options available to you. And the last one that I like, it's more on the pricier side, and it's more of a bigger corporation than Sprouts is and Trader Joe's, and that's Whole Foods. I actually do like Whole Foods. They are a little pricey. I think I said that again. They are pricey, but they do have options available to you. Sorry, I had to touch the screen. But they do have a lot of products available to you that sometimes you can't find in Trader Joe's or Sprouts, so they're really nice to go into. But I typically, I can't talk today. I typically don't like going to Whole Foods due to how crowded it is, and there's a lot of, people that, a lot of me and my friends call them people that want to look healthy and cool but aren't healthy. A lot of people that they're just posers that go there for, oh, I went to Whole Foods today, whatever. But I will say that it is a great store for, anything that you're looking for, from food to hair products to natural hair products. And, it's a really good store. But there are people there that will help you. Not a lot of them, have a healthy diet. Not a lot of them will help you because they don't know themselves, they're just working there. But if you are looking for, a store or something that's geared toward a healthier lifestyle, I would say Trader Joe's and Sprouts would be your best option to asking people that work there, that actually live that type of lifestyle, to get advice from and to be able to shop and find things. Because if you don't have any advice or any help or any guidance or any knowledge on it, it can be difficult. So those are my three favorite places to go shopping, and and they're at a reasonable price, except for Whole Foods. But I don't want to talk too bad about them, but they are a little pricey. So the other two stores I would rather recommend for healthier diets and for people that are more informative about healthier foods and healthier lifestyle. So that's all about being a pescatarian. that I have in my videos. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I will be putting some informative links in my description box if you're interested. So see you next time.